Alas, our visit to the court of Green Mountain yielded little information. We walked away with our new, stylish backpacks and returned to Camp Raider. We were contacted by the inhabitants of Sklisty Island. They asked for a disclosed meeting to ask something of the Cavaliers. It seemed urgent and they clearly needed our help. So we set up a pickup point and then doubled back to Breda.
Yeah, so I was wondering, being a psychologist or at least interested in this, did you ever learn EMT therapy?
EMT therapy.
EMDR. Specific for post-traumatic stress disorder.
Can't say I ever did.
Rapid eye movement desensitization. Desensitization, something.
Right. I studied rapid eye movement when it came to disrupting of sleep patterns, but never went in for post-traumatic stress. What did I do? I've done a plethora, but that would have been bloody useful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know a lot of people that could really benefit from that therapy, but I can't find anyone that knows.
I specialise in all sort of adaptations of CBT.
That's good too. Oh, DBT is good as well.
Also trained in stress inoculation hardiness. That's been rather useful actually, I suppose. People have got the time for it. Helps to deal with the stress.
Definitely.
But yeah, he's a nice guy, though he is a little.
Hey, Lincoln, might be good for you to talk to this gentleman here for,
more than lost in the head now.
Stuff at some point, maybe.
Understanding the gentleman completely
because I think you could benefit from.
Yes, we did some work for you.
After you, madam.
Oh, thank you.
Well, gentlemen, take your seats.
Oh, thank you.
Please pull out a chair.
Are we not
furniture around in one shape or another?
Just hats off, please, gents.
Oh shit. Do you guys got the bar stocked?
Only Mr. Ashford keeps his
Unfortunately, our
locked
Scotsman
away.
has made his way through most of our liquor, but I'm sure there's a few drips and drabs now.
You might get me a drink. Nothing too strong.
Nothing for you, Vandenberg. I want you to keep watch.
Okay, sure.
Alright. Anyway, I want to talk to you about some somewhat important stuff. Whenever it comes to allies, you guys are pretty much the closest thing we have to allies that definitely aren't going to stab us in the back or anything like that.
It's comforting to hear you say that.
Well,
Yeah,
we've had
We've
basically.
been feeling rather alone and surrounded as of late.
Well, anyway,
We
if you
had
need
a
anybody to
group
come-
we allied with
Yeah.
on the island, and they've, from what we can understand, at least hearing on the radio, it sounds like at least one of them has turned against us completely and is trying to give whatever they think our location is to the people that want to kill us.
It's 'cause that bastard used to be with the Saviors. Used to be with one of Moody's boys. That's why.
Who?
The guy on the radio, I know you're talking about, he used to be with Moody's boys. That's why he's got an issue with us. But that's why we
Oh,
can't ally
the
ourselves with
Irish
Bastion.
one or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Not a big fan of the Irish recently. It seems like they almost always seem to be causing problems for us. First it was the group that literally was called the Irish. That was basically some remnants of some IRA bastards that came over to teach the Chidaki how to make bombs or some shit from what I hear. And then, now we got Louis and his Irish lads, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off track there. I'm not a big fan of them.
And as you noted to me earlier, yes, two of our people have been called out on the radio with bounties on their heads. And we want to keep them safe. They obviously want to keep us safe. They don't want to stay with us. We're trying to figure out what to do.
Look, I want them to stick around. I like family tours, but here's the thing. They stick around. I mean, Logan, you know who we're dealing with here, but out of the whole group of people that are in this room right now, I'm the one that knows the best who just sent the bounty on their heads more than anybody. Austin Maverick. Are you familiar with Mr. Maverick, Mr. Ashford?
I don't believe I am. You might have to recount that now.
Austin Maverick used to run with a group of people known as the Masqueraders. They're commonly known as the Clowns. Used to have a Bonnie and Clyde duo going on with some lady for a while. They were known for using chainsaws on their victims. Not very nice folks. Eventually, goes into line working with a man by the name of Jim Wrecker. He went with a group that, I don't know too much about them, but all I know is that they cause a lot of trouble. I think I remember a few people calling them the Renegades or something like that.
Yes, that's right.
And these
Very,
miscreants,
very
these psychotic individuals, they're the ones who are threatening you at the precise moment?
Threatening 2 members. Buddy
And in
Sam
turn,
Bauer.
threatening all of us.
Maybe, but if we are smart, listen, here's the dealio. While this bounty is still about, and while Austin Maverick is still alive and kicking, no matter who it is, none of us, nobody or Sam. Now, this doesn't mean that we're kicking them out or anything, but they can't be seen around us. It can't be looking like they are with us. But that's why I want to ask you guys about something. I don't want to drag you guys into anything. I want to drag you guys into anything you're not, know about. Like this is serious. This can have big consequences. This man is a very serious person and a very deadly person.
Well, on the contrary, this concerns us quite deeply. We're always of the priority to ensure that this area of the country remains stable and safe. If what you say is true, then it seems that stability is at risk here.
Yeah. On the ask, if we need to. I mean, it seems like these are people that you would be willing to go against anyway because of how, well, they are. They're not good people. They're very lawless. They torture for fun, stuff like that. But if we need a place for them to stay, I was wondering if you'd be willing to take up the banner and something like that.
Let me talk to him.
I see. You wish us to conceal these targeted individuals, yes?
Pretty much, yeah. But what'd you say there?
Let me talk to this Maverick dude.
What, do you know him?
No, but I once talked my way out of getting kicked out of a bar once. So, I mean, how hard can it be?
Trust
Very hard.
me.
Not
Is
entirely sure that's an
Austin
adequate
is
qualification.
Yeah, no, trust me. Austin is not somebody you want to try and pull this on.
One time I slept with my best friend's mom. That took a lot of talking into.
Okay, you know what? I'm starting to learn way too much in your life. But anyway, back on topic here. If we need people, if we need you to take these people in, I want to know that if, you're willing to do it.
Certainly this would be a matter to discuss alone with my fellows. You understand this puts such a grave risk
Of course,
Yeah.
if
but
it
it is,
were ever
yeah,
discovered
exactly.
that they were being concealed
Yes.
here.
The other
That's why
thing.
I want to make sure that you do understand how much of a risk that it is. If you do, I mean, we're going to be, internally grateful. But it is, I want you to understand there can be some really bad stuff that can come from this.
Yes, I understand the reputation of the clowns travels far into many ears. Would you perhaps consider giving us a moment to think this proposition over?
Of course.
From what I could follow is they got a big problem.
Right.
Big problem is underestimation of their of their situation. It seems quite dire.
The worst case situation, they could always offer them up on a plate, but I see the problems with that,
No,
so...
we can't ask them to do that. Mr.
Yeah,
Mr.
like,
Peterson,
I'm not
why don't
asking.
you start us off? I've had a lot to say today. It's time I give you the opportunity to speak, all of you.
I don't know if you gentlemen have had the pleasure, but I've run into renegades, some of these Jim Wrecker's renegades. His reputation truly does precede him. And put it lightly, it's truly some of the most horrific acts I've ever seen another man commit. He has no conscience, none at all, and if this Austin Maverick fellow is anything like him, then there's a serious concern, but I don't think there's any question that we've took up the mantle now and can hardly drop it when it's most in need.
At the end of the day, I feel we have a responsibility to ensure the safety, stability, and stability of this land that we inhabit.
Yes, and if things go south now, we at least then for people question. It's better than us
If
standing
we don't
alone.
make a stand now, the situation can only worsen. Will attract more followers to his cause.
Oh,
Create a bigger problem for us in the future.
I got a couple people I can call in favors with. Like,
That would be appreciated. However, we need to make sure this stays between those present at the meeting, and only those
Yes,
present at the meeting.
but
The fewer
for
people
when
who
it
know
goes
about
south.
this, the better.
Okay, I see.
I want to concern people. But, it must be known, gentlemen, that if we do this, and this Austin Maverick fellow finds us, we will die. As long as we
Most
understand
assuredly.
that. And I don't think it'll be quick either. That being said, I think it would be cowardice, which is certainly something I'm not willing to admit to be, not step up to the plate here.
Stands against the very mantra of the Cavaliers, and it's the reason why I don this red coat.
Any
Mr.
other...
Legrand, you haven't spoken your piece yet.
The way I see it is I personally am extremely lucky when it comes to bad situations, and I killed a man just because he was doing something bad. Now there is a bigger threat than just a random idiot taken a hostage. So I can't say no now, and I can't wait for a good fight. To war, I
Jolly
say.
good, jolly good. Nothing dampens your spirit. You exemplify the ideals of the Cavaliers, even though you are a
Okay.
Frenchman.
I was going to say it. It is ironic.